Hi, my name is Caleb Wicker, and today I would like to answer the question, will banning guns stop mass shootings? Short answer to this question is no, it will not. And here's why. To answer this question successfully, first, we must ask the question, what is a mass shooting? Well, the FBI defines a mass shooting as an event in which one or more individuals are actively engaged in killing or attempting to kill people in a populated area. One note to make is that they don't define how many people actually need to be killed to qualify as a mass shooting. I've heard 2, 3, even 4 called out as a number, but that doesn't really seem to qualify as a mass shooting. It's like saying the Boston Massacre was a real massacre. Only 8 people were killed in it. It's not a true massacre. They simply called it one to raise support for the revolution. Now, another question that needs to be asked is what type of weapons are people trying to ban to stop mass shootings? Well, they call them assault weapons or weapons of war. Now, what is a weapon of war? Some people say an AR-15 or an AR-styled weapon is a weapon of war. But this is objectively false, because AR-15s do not have switches to make them go from full auto to 3-round burst to semi-automatic. A true weapon of war would be something that has these, how do I put it, switches to allow them for multiple firing modes. AR-15s are simply semi-automatic. Some weapons actually used in war, or have been used in war and are since retired, are the M16, the M4, and the Sig Sauer XM7 and XM250, respectively. Now, what is an AR? Well, AR stands for Armalite Rifle. However, some people would have you believe it stands for Assault Rifle. This is not true. Armalite is the brand that patented the design of the AR as a rifle. Now, on to mass shootings. In 2023, there was a mass shooter near my hometown of Irwin in Nashville. It was about 3 hours away from where I live. The Washington Post, at one point, said that the Nashville shooter had an AR-styled rifle. This is not true. The shooter was using a Kel-Tec Sub 2000, which is this gun. Now, at a glance, you could confuse it for an AR, which is this. Now, some key differences to note here is that this magazine, it's got the magwell right here, while the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 has the magwell in the handle. Another thing to note is the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 is a 9mm carbine rifle, which means it shoots 9mm, while the AR-15 shoots 5.56, or can be chambered in something like 30-06. Now, on to the question of would banning firearms stop mass shootings? Well, countries that ban firearms have a much higher crime rate than countries that allow law-abiding citizens to own firearms. While Canada has a lower crime rate than the US, it has started to rise ever since they banned the purchase and sale of firearms. In countries like Australia that claim that their gun ban has caused a decrease in crime, it has been proven that that their crime rates were already decreasing in a manner similar to when they banned guns. Now, are gun bans a way to stay in control? Yes. If we look at history, we see dictators always take guns before they take control of a nation. Hitler, Mao, and Stalin took guns before they took complete control of their respective nations. Now, one thing to note, I'm not accusing US leaders of being dictators. Now, many shootings have been stopped due to bystanders with proper training. For example, in 2022, Elijah Dicken was in an Indiana shopping mall when a gunman started shooting. Dicken shot the gunman before they could get 20 rounds off. Dicken shot the intruder, the gunman, from 40 yards. He shot 10 bullets and hit 8 of them. Now, for those of you who don't know, that's a very impressive number from that distance. The gunman had managed to injure 2 and kill 3 people, but after further inspection from the police after they were dead, turned out they had over 100 rounds of ammo, 2 rifles, and several handguns. Now, if it wasn't for Elisha, that would have been a true mass shooting and a massacre. Dicken was legally carrying his gun, which is why I believe that many mass shootings can be stopped by people legally carrying guns, that it's an important thing to have. In conclusion, I believe that banning guns will not stop mass shootings, but increase them. And if we want to stop mass shootings, we should have law-abiding citizens with proper permits and proper training having the firearms. And there are better ways to keep guns off the streets than banning them outright. Thank you.